Got Coach starting out. I guess just briefly, give us a run through of last week's game and your thoughts on it.
I thought, our kids throughout the game showed great effort. We just didn't execute offensively. We were off. Our timing was off, as far as receiver and quarterback. And it's just one of those deals we got to work through, But, as far as effort, attitude was good. Our defense played well throughout the ball game. We gave them the short field most of the night, so they responded well. We just came up short.
When I came out for two-a-days, Kate said he spent a lot of time over the summer working with his receivers and working with his offensive line. How much of maybe the miscommunication between receivers and quarterback could have been chalked up to nerves? First game, first varsity?
Definitely, I think nerves played a role in it, but it's different when there's guys chasing you. So the time is going to be off, and we just got to relax and reflect and go back and do what we're coached to do and execute. But that comes with playing. So.
Would you just say the biggest thing was just a lack of execution all around?
Oh, definitely. Lack of execution. I think mentally we were ready. It's just, sometimes, we react, different, as you said earlier, being under the lights. But, we'll work through it.
How much of an impact is coming home going to be for week 2 as far as kind of calming nerves and everything?
It's always good to play home. We get a good crowd, and it's good to we'll have more fans, and the kids feel more comfortable at home.
And talking about Pecos, what do they bring to the table? And
they got a lot of experience. As far as the skill kids, they lost some key linemen last year. They have a running back, Ezekiel. He runs well. He also has another 2 running backs in the backfield that can run the ball well. And that's what they do. We're going to face another team that they're sound at what they do.
They're predominantly run. I remember you telling us that last year, and they were able to, move the ball against you guys. I guess looking at them now, are there things that you guys have figured out about them, or do you think they'll be a little bit different?
I think what we've been watching and on film, reading about them in preseason and up to now. They're good at what they do. They run the ball, and they're sound and well coached.
Is it more of like an option type attack, or is it going to be like line
It's
up?
misdirection offense. So our job is to read our keys and do our job and not get lost reading in the backfield.
As far as a defense, what do they normally show?
They're aggressive. They're sound. They're physical. They rally to the ball well. So we just got to do what we got to control what we can and execute.
As far as giving receivers opportunities, or maybe to be on the same page with the quarterback, what are some things that, because it's all timing, but what are some things that maybe you guys are trying to get that solved?
We got to do at practice. We got to run routes like we're on Friday night, so that way it'll transition to Fridays. We can't just expect to show up and we'll run faster on Fridays. We got to do what we're supposed to do now for Friday.
And defensively, you said they're aggressive. Like schematically, what do they like to do as far as formations?
Well, they'll send people off the edge, and they'll get you. They'll disguise their coverages. They'll disguise their blitzes. So, our linemen got to be ready. They got to stay vocal, communicate with each other, and to pick up the blitzes, and whether it's off the edge or interior.
Does that mean you could be potentially going with a lot of quick passes this week?
There's always that's our goal. Our goal is always tempo. So we're trying to work to that to get to that point. So
offensively, kind of in line with that, do you always try to do what you do and make them respond, or do you take what the defense gives?
Our philosophy has always been we need to control what we do and get good at it and that's what we do. We try not to let anybody dictate what we're going to run. We'll make adjustments as we go, but we typically try to stay with our game plan.